Come in. Ah, Humphrey Bogart. Sit down. A crime of great magnitude has just been committed. Joe the plumber has been elected president.
Joe the plumber? That man can't even tie his own shoes. How could this happen?
At the moment, we're not sure. But it looks like this may be the result of uninformed voting.
Sheriff, the American people would never...
I'm afraid they would, Detective. You see, when our country first started, presidents were elected based upon their intelligence and competence. But all that changed in 18-something, when a man named William Henry Harrison was elected president. A man with no qualifications whatsoever. Solely based on him being a war hero. Ever since then, the American people have been making increasingly superficial voting choices.
Sheriff, what does all this have to do with me?
Detective Bogart, I want you to find the perpetrator of this atrocity. Find whoever's responsible and put them behind bars.
I'll do my best, sir.
So, heaven just called. They're missing an angel who fits their exact description.
Next time you might want to try buying a girl a drink first.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, you got a name, Romeo?
Humphrey Bogart. Detective Humphrey Bogart.
Nice to meet you, Detective. I'm Zsa Gabor. It's Zsa. It's a Z and a J together. It's really not that difficult. Zsa. Just call me Gabor.
Whatever.
So, you working on a case, Detective?
As a matter of fact, I've been assigned to find out who elected Joe the plumber. I'm having trouble finding suspects because everyone I talked to didn't vote at all.
That doesn't surprise me. Did you know that the United States has one of the lowest voter turnouts of all democracies in the world? On average, only about 52% of eligible voters actually participate in the elections.
I don't understand what any of that means.
I know just the man you can talk to. He taught me everything I know about election basics.
Zsa, it's good to see you.
Professor, I'd like you to meet Humphrey Bogart. He's working a case, and I thought you could be of help. It's about how Joe the plumber got elected.
I see. You better come in then. Please, take a seat. Could I get you something to drink?
No, thanks.
That would be lovely.
Okay. So, how's the case coming so far, Detective?
The case is pretty cold. I can't think of anyone who would sink low enough to vote for Joe the plumber.
Well, technically, the voters didn't elect him. The Electoral College did.
College kids pick the president? No wonder our country's so screwed up.
The Electoral College is not a school, Detective. It's a group of representatives, or electors, who vote on our behalf. In November on Election Day, every vote for the president and his vice president is actually a vote for an elector who votes on their behalf. Those electors then meet weeks later, and whoever gets more than 50% gets to be president.
So where are these electors? I'll lock them all up right now.
Detective, I doubt your jail has room. There's more than 538 of them.
538?
Yes, Detective. You see, they're allocated according to the population of a state. The bigger the state, the more the electors.
Look, it's not the electors' fault, Humphrey. After all, they don't get to choose who gets on the ballot.
Well, then who does?
It's the voters who get to choose the candidate during the primaries and caucuses.
Primaries and what?
Primaries and caucuses. They're both like mini-elections, except the caucuses are less formal and frequently involve more yelling.
And afterwards, each party takes a look at who won the most caucuses and primaries, and then makes a formal decision about who will head the party.
Parties, huh? It all makes sense. Joe the plumber could only be elected if drinking was involved. So, are these parties on the Electoral College campus?
No, Detective, it's not a school.
They're not college parties. It's political parties. It's like if baseball teams were trying to win elections instead of games.
Right. And the two main teams are known as, parties, are the Democrats and the Republicans. Oh, excuse me, one moment. Yes? Oh, really? I'll let him know. It's for you, Detective. It's the sheriff, and he says he's got a hot tip about your case.
I wasn't sure what to expect as I entered the station. According to the anonymous tipper, the suspect we're looking for would be at this train station at 7 o'clock, wearing a green scarf. The station was pretty much empty, so I decided to wait. After waiting an extra 15 minutes, I figured my suspect was a no-show. I was about to leave when I heard footsteps.
You're the one who voted for President Plumber. That man blew up the moon before. How could you?
I was young. It was a mistake.
With Joe the plumber?
He was cute, and I was kind of tipsy. Wait, you're not going to really run me in, are you?
Kids, I hope you learned something from what you've just seen. Don't be a superficial voter. Instead, make an informed voting decision. An informed voter disregards political commercials, takes media statements with a grain of salt, listens to the arguments of both sides, and, Jaja, what was the other one?
Ignores irrelevant information such as the candidate's race, gender, appearance, or attractiveness.
That's right. And remember, kids, don't drink and vote.
I said I was tipsy.
Whatever.
Wait, one. And
In 18-something. Solely based upon... How did I lose that transition?
I don't know.
I just said it.
Oh, just...
Yeah, right next to your head. Does he know to open it? Maybe not. Just knock. Okay.
Jaja, it's good to see you again. Come on in.
Not the line.
Action.
Jaja, hello.
Professor! Are you even in?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like behind her, menacing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah. Professor, I'd like you to meet Humphrey Bogart. He's working the case about... No, shit.
Start
He's
over.
working...
You should come on in then.
Alright, were you in that seat?
They are a group of representatives, or electors, who vote on our behalf. On November election day.
So where are these electors? I'll lock them all up right now.
I doubt your jail has enough room for them.
Wait, why are you...
There's 530.
That's what this is.
Why are you standing?
Because I'm like all excited, like I'm gonna lock them up.
Yes.
Primaries and caco what?
Primaries and caucuses, they're like mini elections, except caucuses usually are less formal and involve a little bit more yelling.
Frequently involved. Primaries and caco what?
Primaries and caucuses, they're like mini elections.
Primaries and caco what?
Primaries and caucuses, they're both like mini elections, except the caucuses frequently involve more yelling and are a little less informal.
Less informal means more formal. Less informal.
Okay.
It's already started. Just go ahead.
Recording.
Oh. Look, it's not entirely the elector's fault. Humphrey. Look, it's not entirely the elector's fault, Humphrey. They don't get to choose who gets on.
Alright, turn off. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Look, it's not the elector's fault. Dude, I really suck at this.
It's okay. It's alright.
Look, it's not the elector's fault, Humphrey. After all, they don't get to choose who gets on the ballot.
Well, then who does?
It's the...
Voters.
It's the drinking.
Alright.
Look, Humphrey, it's not. Look at.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're thinking too much about it. You're doing fine. It's fine.
No, okay. Look, it's not the electors' fault, Humphrey. After all, they don't get to choose who gets on the ballot.
Well, then who does?
It's the voters who get to choose the candidate during the primaries and caucuses.
Primaries and what?
Primaries and caucuses. They're both like mini elections.
I swallowed down the wrong pipe and it's kind of...
I saw you.
Face was like... Oh, yeah, you're right. You can...
So you got a name, Romeo?
That word baked that he said.
That doesn't surprise me. The United States has one of the lowest voter turnouts of all democracies in the world. On average, only about 52% of eligible voters actually participate in the elections.
I don't understand what any of that means.
I know just the person you can talk to. He taught me everything I know.
You can talk to him, sorry. Just do like everything I know.
He taught me everything I know about election. No, that was just He taught me everything I know about election basics. He taught me everything I know about election basics. I'm gonna do spirit fingers. That's awesome. Okay. He taught me everything I know about election basics.
It's too quick. It's gotta be...
He taught me everything I know about election basics. What, you didn't like the bubble?
No.
Okay.
He taught me everything I know about election basics. It is kind of hard.
Yeah. On average, only about 52% of actual Sorry.
It's recording. Quick, run in.
You're the one who voted for President Plumber. That man blew up the moon. How could you, Gabor?
I was young.
So, quick, do it. Keep going.
I was young, and he was cute.
No, he was young. I made a mistake.
Oh, I was young.
Start over.
All right. I was young. I made a mistake.
Let's start from the beginning. You know,
Beginning.
I'm
Quick, do it before it runs out.
Okay. So you're the one who voted for President Plumber. That man destroyed... I fucked up. I'm sorry.
So quick, just go into it.
You're the one who blew up... No.
You voted for.
So you're the one who voted for President Plumber. That man blew up the moon, Gabor. How could you?
I was young, and it was a mistake.
But Joe the plumber?
He was cute, and I was a little tipsy.
Look, you're not gonna really...
Look, you're not gonna really run me in, are you?
That's it. Okay.
Remember, she's not that tall.
Okay. I look cross-eyed. Wait a second.
Wait, he's up there.
And go.
No. Justin, you're not paying attention. I know. Okay.